Shabuzi, good news. We want some good news. And the title doesn't sound good, does it? Foolish frauds, huh? Fraudulent fools, foolish frauds. So, what do we got going on? We have secrets revealed as yesterday. I almost shuffled this away. This is the Six of Cups, okay, randomly at the bottom. I want to do a little shuffling and just a little talking. This is my angel. This is my fox. You'll see Kitty in the background. Okay, so Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, Tears of the Dragon, and Tattooed Millionaire were the latest shorts. Tattooed Millionaire goes along with the energy of foolish frauds that I'm talking about. Okay? With secrets being revealed, it's not only that secrets are being revealed publicly, but secrets are being revealed within you. Okay? Everything within you is coming to the surface. So this isn't just about the physical energy of, oh, I found out that so-and-so was a fraud. Okay? No, this is about inside too. So everything's coming out. And again, what I mean by that is last night in Astro, it was really intense. The night before, I told you how all the animals were outside and inside, were just protecting me. Who knows the whole story? We won't get into it. But then you heard yesterday's video. Then yesterday, what happened was the Tattooed Millionaire song was put out and channeled, so that's a must to watch. It was put out in the middle of the afternoon yesterday. Timing matters too, okay? It's kind of like right now we're going through major timeline shifts. So if something comes out in the middle of the afternoon or at night between my two lives, it's very important. It means energy's changing. So what was happening was the energy was changing from secrets revealed to what secrets are being revealed. Okay? Fraud, foolishness. Foolishness and fraud is the main two words, okay, that keep coming out and keep coming out. That's why it's named what it is. Now, if you listen to Bruce Dickinson, he's talking about the past, and we just had the Six of Cups randomly at the bottom of the Rider-Waite deck that I'm shuffling. Okay, and Tattooed Millionaire, I keep trying to explain my opinion of the song, and I keep getting sidetracked. So you look at the lyrics and you figure out your own meaning to it. But what it's saying to me is that the whole thing about selling your soul for money, for being greedy, for ending up just a tattooed millionaire. But what did you really do? You did unethic things. You went against your morals. You lived a fake life. But you're a tattooed millionaire. Well, I like to go into, which I didn't put it on my playlist. I'm going to do a short on it later when I get more into it, is Alice Cooper, Billion Dollar Babies. So we're going to do a little short on that later. But so you went into this, and I'm talking the past. I'm talking the Six of Cups. That's why it's really cool that was randomly at the bottom, because that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what did you do in your past that you're dealing with today Can you actually sit here and say, I am proud of my past, I learned from my past, and I'm ready to move on? Or are you still guilt tripping and feeling shame from your past? That's a big question for you, because if you're where I'm at, where I have learned from my past, I'm not going backwards in any way, shape, or form, and I'm moving forward, and I'm taking those experiences to higher levels and higher levels, where some of you are still feeling guilt, shame, negativity from your past. So, what they're trying to tell you is if you haven't worked on your inner child, then that's the key. Okay? The key is in the past. The key is in the past to your future. And they're showing me where we're on a treasure hunt and somebody says, go back into the house and find the key. So the past is your future. Okay, I'm going to leave it right there because that's getting pretty heavy, but I think you guys got it. As I said, don't even bother listening to this channel. I'm not here for subscribers. I'm here for people that want to ascend. Okay, so if you're not getting it, go to a different channel. If you're getting it, move forward, please. Because we have a 3 of Cups celebration we want to talk about. We want to talk about the celebration, okay? Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is last night we had such intense meetings that I woke up with my neck so sore, and it never happens. So that means that I was out solid. That never happens, okay? I had to go a lot of times because my neck was like frozen in place. That means that I was totally out, and again, that don't happen. So we were very intensely celebrating in our meetings, discussing the fraud, discussing the fakes, discussing our next assignment. So if you woke up feeling the same way I did, I'm sure you were in the meeting with me, and anyone listening probably was. Okay? Your neck was sore because you took a pounding gnarl. Okay, so ghost in your window. Someone sees the kitten. Okay, well, glamorous, you could be right. I'm not saying that I don't have gnarls in Astro, because you are right, we do. But it doesn't matter what they told me. I listened to my spirit guides, and what they told me is that we were in an intense meeting where we weren't laying in our bed and being in astro and kind of in and out. We were solidly out, and we were figuring this shit out. So I don't disagree with you at all, Miss or Mr. Glamorous, and thank you for the comment. Okay, so 3 of Cups, we're celebrating the energy. We're not in dismay. And the Hanged Man, because we have a new perspective. We have a new perspective on our celebration. We're glad that the truth is coming out. We're glad that we're in these meetings figuring out who's fraud and who's fake. And you know what else I want to tell you about? I gave permission in Astro last night, which I hope you guys did too, which I know some of you did. Some of you are thinking about it. I gave my spirit team permission to really clamp down on who they let in my bubble and who they do not. Because we can't be playing games. We are the game. People want to play it, but we're not playing. So it's like, don't play foolish games, right? It's like, don't waste my time. It's like, take these people that want to come in and don't let them in. Okay, if they're not supposed to be in my 24, then don't let them in. Okay, so we're getting more strict there. Not that we have not been. You can't really get through unless you go through St. Michael for me, okay? But now it's even tightening up more. It's like we don't have time. We don't have time for nonsense. We don't have time for people trying to take us backwards into old programs. Okay? So we're celebrating this new perspective. We're staying in the King of Cups. She's sitting there with her cup, sitting right on her chair, sitting with her cup in her hand, and we're just moving forward. Another celebration, 10 of Cups. So we're celebrating. What are we celebrating? The victory, the love. Again, here's the two people with their arms raised. It looks like mission partner, soulmate. It looks like a card of with children over here. It, to me, it feels like a card where you find your mission partner, you find your 10 of Cups, you're celebrating, you're the King of Cups, you have the most love we can pull. You're definitely having a new perspective on this all. And in Astro, we're revealing the secrets, but now we're bringing them into the movie. So that's where I tell you it's hard. Because, okay, last night, let's say I did have some gnarls go on, some fighting going on, right? Well, them people are in the physical form too. And they're going to be trying to get into my energy. So by me taking care of it in Astro, it doesn't transpire then in real life. Not real life, but in physical avatar life. Because real life is astral. But they're not going to bring the fighting into the movie because I've already canceled it out in astro. Also, the meetings, right? By me signing the contracts, rewriting my soul contracts, by me really focusing and being serious in astro, the shit don't transpire here. I hope you can understand that because it's so important. So it may be lonely, like the Shibuzi song was on. The Shibuzi song was, nobody told me that life would be this lonely. I want some good news. Shibuzi's already on a couple playlists of mine already a couple months back. I think I put them on. Maybe we'll do one later with Shibuzi. We'll do an Alice Cooper $1 billion baby. We're past $1 million. We're definitely up there in the billions, Alice Cooper. So anyway, we're going to continue on, but I just want you to know that the stuff is not going to transpire in the physical realm because we're snipping it in the bud in the astral. And you can see with these cards, we've got 3 of Cups, King of Cups, the Hanged Man, which is new perspective, and the 10 of Cups. Okay, so that's the overall energy. Now let's go ahead and do a reading. That was kind of like what's going on in astro. Okay, what's going on in astro and what's the shorts about, and you can read them, and what's all going on up to this point. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take some of the top cards and see what we have. We have Judgment, so that makes total sense. I said the secrets are being revealed. We're bringing it into the movie. Judgment is being played out. And we've got equal give and take, 6 of Pentacles. And what I'm hearing is just what I said about we went from $1 million to $1 billion. We're getting our rewards for all of our hard work. And we're getting equal give and take. Okay? Equal give and take is what we want. If we give somebody something, we would like a little bit of a blessing in return, right? You give all your clothes to Salvation Army, and then someone comes along and gives you 3 bags of clothes. Well, that has been my life all along. I have clothes everywhere, and I give away clothes everywhere. Clothes and me are like don't don't rabbits reproduce pretty quickly? What are them animals that reproduce really quickly? Well, that's what my clothes do. I'll give away a bag of clothes and I'll get 3 back. And I've mentioned that before because Lee was part of that. I took in all these clothes to the AA room in the front door, in the back door. She's coming in the front door with a box of clothes for me, or however that went, but it was like 2 doors. I was going in one door, she is coming in the other. I just gave away a box of clothes, she's coming to give me a box of clothes. And it's like that all the time. So equal give and take. But you're getting rid of the old and you're bringing in the new. Okay? And then we have the Four of Swords. So you're healing, you're being healed. In Astro, you're doing work that's getting you healed, just like I explained. Whatever we did in Astro last night, now it's coming into the movie. And some of you still feel left out in the cold. This is the Five of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Some of you are still feeling left out in the cold. Some of you still want your partner. Some of you have decided you don't want a partner. Some of you have decided you're going to go this alone until you get to the next timeline. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of decisions being made. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a Two of Swords today, but this is the Fool, so this is the new beginning. And they're telling me it's the same exact energy as 1711 on the clock. They're telling me that it's the same energy of the Hanged Man. It's a new beginning. So you're all taking a leap of faith and you're trusting in the celebration energy, and you're trusting in your Ace of Pentacles. You're trusting in your abundance. You're trusting, like I just said, with the angel here, the hand. Okay, I'm drawn to the hand on the card. You're just trusting that it's just going to come to you. And then I know this probably isn't a mirror, but it's coming across as a mirror. And you're all looking in the mirror and you're all saying, you know what? This is where I need to change. This is what I need to do. And then even though those aren't people and that isn't a mirror at all, that's what I'm seeing. Okay? I'm seeing 3 people in a mirror and it's not. But that's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing that they're all looking in the mirror and they're changing the way they are. They're doing things differently. They're bringing Astro into the movie. And in order to do that, you really have to be like I'm being, is I come on here every morning and I tell you about what we did in Astro. Okay? So how many of you are going to bed drunk and not remembering anything, or under the influence of some kind of drugs and alcohol? That's low vibration. That's holding you back. You know, that's why I say I don't care if you guys drink, use drugs, have sex, but don't you understand that that's keeping you back from your ascension? You're not going to be on the highest timeline. The Ace of Pentacles, you're not going to be on the highest timeline. It's kind of like tattooed millionaire, energy. It's like you're holding yourself back. You're not being your full potential. Does that mean everybody has to be celibate and don't drink, don't smoke? What do you do? Adam Ant, right? You don't drink, you don't smoke. What do you do? Well, you don't have to, but don't you want to ascend? Don't you want to be like the angels? Don't you want to move forward? Don't you want to leave the matrix? Why are you guys sitting in the matrix? Okay, so that's the energy I'm getting there. And of course, it takes strength. You think it's easy to take this stuff and do this? He's got the affinity above his head, he's got the enemy, which happens to be in his hands. I don't like anybody hurting animals, and it doesn't look like he's hurting them. He's just got them restrained. He doesn't look like he's hurting them. But like with that wolf on the stick card, I get it. The Indian takes the wolf and he puts it on a stick because the wolf's eating his lambs. Okay, but I like wolves. So, and it's like the wolf has to eat too. So, when it comes to animals, it's real hard for me to see the logic in killing them. But you can tell the wolf to go someplace else, but I don't think you need to put his head on a stick. But yeah, we're showing the wolves in sheep's clothing, and it does take strength. This ain't easy. You think it's easy to be celibate and to not drink and to not watch your porno and not watch football and not party? Well, 20 years ago, we might have done them things. But if you're still doing them things now, I'm just saying, you're slowing yourself down. You're not having the strength enough to go forward. You're not taking this angel energy and bringing it into the movie. So this is some big decisions for people. I could just be helping you along on your journey, and I'm just kind of lighting that fire under your ass, but you got to do it. You got to do it. And if you just want to stay where you are, all of you, that's fine. Two of Wands, you can sit there, but Two of Wands is my courageous and daring energy, and it just came in after Strength. So you're either going to fall backwards or you're going to go forward. It's just, that's the way it is. Okay? Let's get a few cards from, we have randomly at the bottom the Ace of Cups. So that's the most love there. That's the cup of love. We got lots of love in this reading, even though it might not sound like it. This is the Light Seer deck. We've got lots of love. Love is going to win. It's just that a lot of you are being held back by the Matrix. That's just plain and simple, okay? And it's up to you how far you let the Matrix pull your strings. It is time. Tattooed Millionaire just keeps coming up because of the fact that the energy I get from it is how the past and the shit that we were programmed sucks. It just does. And if you can see it for what it is, you can move past it. And I seen it for what it was, and I moved past it, and I'm not going back. So let's finish up with Queen of Cups. I just got done saying the most from the deck was the Ace of Cups. Well, the Queen of Cups energy is that energy. And underneath it is the Knight of Swords. So you're running for the truth. You're hearing the truth. You are the truth. You know the truth. Now you need to put the truth into action. And the wheel is turning, the wheel of fortune. So the wheel is turning. You don't have a lot of time because you will be stuck on the timeline that you're being complacent in. You ain't going to ascend with joint in hand. Ace of Wands, that's very true. Now the Ace of Wands here is that in and out energy where one day you're saying, yeah, I'm going to do this, but then the buddy comes over and the joints get lit and you'll say, oh, but tomorrow, okay? Oh, I really want to do this. The girl comes over, the clothes comes off. Oh, but tomorrow. Ace of Wands, you're going to have to start using your intuition and your angel power, your magic wand, Mm-hmm. Or you're going to be in the Ten of Swords. It's an ending. You're writing your own soul contract. You have your own timeline, your own choices. What's it going to be? Ten of Swords, a leaving or a beginning? Remember, we had judgment, we had the fool, the taking the leap of faith, we had the hanged man, the new perspective. You can start over at any time. You don't have to wait. You can say right after this video, okay, no more. I'm going to my highest level. Or you can say, no, I like it right where I'm at. And if you like it right where you're at, you probably will fall backwards. Because if we're not keep going forward, we're going backwards. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there, you guys. We'll pick one card out of the middle, which is the Nine of Wands. Nine is ending. Wands to me right now is action. So we need to take that 9 and make it a 10. But are we staying where we're at, which will eventually lead to falling backwards? Or are we leaping forward and going into the unknown, taking that leap of faith and going into the unknown? I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.